No! Ah! Edgeworth! What is happening? There's like a 5-second latency, but whatever. And then I'm gonna move on to Ace Attorney Chronicles, and then if I have the money, I'll also play the Edgeworth file game. Depends if I had the money to spend on that though. Okay, right. We're in the middle of a revolution. I forgot. Well, I remembered enough to know that we were now going for Phoenix and Edgeworth's point of view. This is the second investigation in essentially the same day. So it's a bit odd. Also, how far away are we from freaking Kieran? Because it counts as the same day when we show up. May 18th, Temple. We can't be that far. At most, like a 4-hour plane ride. Mia passed out right after we found her in the tomb.
I feel exhausted. I can't keep my eyes open.
Oh, okay. Bye. She passed out. She's been out cold ever since. We haven't been able to get a word out of her. The doctor said it's just exhaustion, but I can't help but worry. What isn't right? Are you alright? Yeah. Just thinking is all. I'm glad you're here, Edgeworth. We wouldn't have gotten the permissions we have without you. Well, I didn't come all the way to Kieran to be useless. Speaking on the investigation, I received a few things from Detective Sky. These should prove to be useful to us as well. Inga's autopsy report added to the court record. Right, anything we found as Apollo, we're not gonna get. And there's still stuff with Apollo that we haven't gotten. Tomb diagram added to the court record. Tomb crime photo added to the court record. I can't thank you enough, Edgeworth. Wait, let me check this. Time of death, May 18th, approximately 3 p.m. Cause of death, blood loss from a stab wound in his back. And he was facing away from the sarcophagus. Which means he shouldn't have been stabbed by someone hiding on it, right? Honestly, I'd have been so lost without him these past few days. You there! The barbed head lawyer, Phoenix Wright! Huh? Oh no, it's a guard. Hi! You're from the Gammon Royal Guard, right? Lucky! He's literally Lucky! Lucky! I am Lucky, Royal Guard member and Her Eminence's Shoulder of Rubber. Shoulder rubber? Shoulder rubber? What? Okay, Lucky. That's very specific. And what does the Royal Shoulder Rubber want with me? Wait, come to think of it, my shoulders aren't. Don't be absurd. I am here for one purpose only. I am to bring you before Her Eminence, Queen Gavin, Grand Princess of Kieran. Will you comply? The queen? What could she want with me? And why does he have to shout like that? Can't fathom why Queen Garan would summon you. But I advise you to accept Her Eminence's gracious invitation. Royal shoulder rubber lackey, was it? May I join Mr. Wright in his audience with the Queen? The name's Lackey! L-A-H apostrophe K-E-E! And all praise the omnipotent Queen Garan! For she has already foreseen and approved your request, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. You are both to come with me! I can't. You mean to say Queen Garan sees our every move? Oh, I thought you were pointing a gun at me. It's a sword! I'm still being threatened, but it's not a gun, like I originally thought. Yes, indeed! Her Eminence's spiritual power is immense! She can even see what's going on thousands of miles away! How do you know it's not just a security system put up throughout Kirin? Right. I fear I'll lose my hearing next if we don't hurry. Yeah. Me too. Why would the Queen herself summon me personally? What could she possibly be up to? Oh, hi. Okay, well, Edgeworth! I never actually get to show you my badge, do I? Still at it, I see. Guess borders mean little in the face of your incurable habit. Well, I heard you used to prevent evidence left and right during your investigations too. Present, not prevent. That was a long time ago. Besides, who did you hear that from? Oh, I have my sources. Oh, I'll tell your source. I look forward to his next salary review. Gumshoe, oh no! I'm sorry, Gumshoe, I didn't mean to make your... didn't mean to take down your already very little! I'm sorry! Okay. So, we're going... Can we just go wherever? Interesting. Isn't Apollo over here, though? Apollo! Nope, it's just Edgeworth. Okay, Apollo does not exist in this timeline. Audience chamber. May 18th. Garan Palace. Audience chamber. Hello, Your Majesty.
Ah, the Barn 10 lawyer has arrived. We bid you welcome. And you as well, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Thank you. This place is still as magnificent as last time.
We have heard much about you, Barbed One.
You know my name's Phoenix, right? It's not Barbhead.
It seems your bluffs and tomfoolery tend to leave our court devastated in their wake.
Is that what people have been saying about me? Right. Where are your manners? Your Eminence, I'm both humbled and delighted to be in your presence. Your Eminence, glad to be here. Looks like you're doing well.
It is all right. There's no need to keep your head bowed all day.
Yes, Your Eminence. Hi, Rafa. Rafa's not looking too good. I guess even she can't just bounce back from her father's murder. A message. So, what can I do for you, Your Eminence?
We wish to question you about something related to the case at hand.
Perfect. Because I have a few questions of my own. Look, a badge. Please take a look at this.
That reminds us of when Dhurke was still practicing law. So, we see that lawyers in your country also present evidence. Simply to gauge the other party's reaction when all else has failed. Do not presume to use such simplistic methods upon us.
Sorry! Okay. That's one swanky throne. I wouldn't mind taking a seat there myself. The Jester and the Crown. I'd imagine it'd make quite the interesting picture. You know, Edgeworth, I hate to say this, but you're absolutely right. It's the Garan Royal Guard. The one who came for us earlier said that he's the royal shoulder rubber. Excuse me? But are each of you charged with your own specific task? I am the Okay, we're reading that in the history. Give me a sec. I am the royal tea server. I am the royal taster. I am the royal bed maker. I am the royal fitness trainee. All right. I'm sorry I asked. At this rate, one has to wonder if there is no task left unassigned by Her Eminence. Maybe the royal footrest. Maybe that one's still open. I'm okay. I can't bring myself to finish. Maybe the royal footrest is still open. I'm okay if a career change. Okay, I'm sorry. I that was my own joke and I can't breathe. Okay. Hello, Your Eminence. Do you have any applications open? I imagine these guys get paid really well. I don't get paid at all. Inga's crime.
We fear we do not fully comprehend what has transpired. So it is that we summoned you here to further liquidate the situation.
Liquidate? Is that right?
Is it true that our husband Inga had been seeking the Founder's Orb?
Our husband? That's right. He wanted to trade a hostage for it. That's why he abducted Maya Fey. Insolent fool! Katonk. Ow! Did you hit me on the head of your staff? That is a lie! A lie, I say! Father would have never done such a thing! But he did abduct Maya, and I will not stand here and listen to this nonsense! You will pay for this! You! Are you hitting me on the head? Ow, 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 ow! Please, your benevolence, stop! That hurts! Yeah, maybe I can get Maya to work here instead.
That is quite enough, Riva. We understand your feelings, but we fear he speaks the truth. For we believe we know why your father would do such a thing. We believe he was seeking the orb as a means of obtaining spiritual power. And with it, he intended to usurp the throne.
Mother? What do you mean, Your Eminence?
Inga was planning a coup, for he was dissatisfied with the current administration, and his secret police was the primary instrument of his treason.
The secret police? They came up during the High Priest murder trial, too. An elite force under the direct command of the Minister of Justice. In this case, Inga. The man who was hunting down rebels as Lady Kira was a member of that group.
Indeed. Inga turned that once proud force into his own private army. And he intended on using them to launch a coup and assassinate us.
Are you just using the royal we? Is that what's going on? Because you're talking like you're two different people. So your eminence had no control over them.
As much as it shames us to admit it, Kirin is not the unifying realm it would appear to be. We are truly sorry you have had to witness the dirty underbelly of our kingdom.
How could Father... How...
But know that Ingo could not have become king simply through our assassination. For in Kirin, only those who possess spiritual power may sit on the throne.
I see. That explains why Minister Ingo was seeking the Founder's Orb.
Barbed one, do you recall the man known as Peasalumpin and Understanding?
What about him?
He too was involved in Inga's machinations.
Why are you saying words that I've never heard of before?
Inga had bought his loyalty, ordered the man to steal the orb, and covered up the theft.
And then he sent the orb to the US for Dr. Buff to study. It's all coming together. Dhurke the criminal.
The capture of the infamous villain Dhurke Samari. It may prove to be the crowning achievement of our reign. Now, perhaps, the kingdom may return to the peace it once knew.
Maybe if you stop killing all the lawyers.
Oh, what a joyous day.
Hail to her eminence, Queen Garon, Grand Priestess of Kirain! Hail, hail! Her eminence's spiritual power invoked a blessing straight from the Holy Mother! Hail! I could see her cronies would be elated at the prospect. But the queen herself seems almost giddy for someone whose husband was just murdered.
Father.
Rafa, on the other hand, doesn't appear to be taking it so well. About that incident that occurred 23 years ago, the one in which Dhurke was accused of assassinating Queen Amara?
Yes. He set fire to her private residence. burning my poor sister alive.
Murder by arson.
Only a demon would be capable of such a heinous crime.
But that event also set the stage for you to become queen. What did you do before you were crowned queen, Your Eminence?
As part of our training to be queen, we served in many different governmental positions, the longest of which was as the previous Minister of Justice.
So you were the previous Minister of Justice.
It was in that position that we were best able to support our elder sister, Queen Amara.
Interesting. That's her husband's position. Or at least it was. And when you ascended to the throne, you passed the Defense Culpability Act. Defense Culpability Act. Those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. What prompted you to pass something like the Defense Culpability Act, Your Eminence?
The assassination of our dear sister Amara. When the infamous villain Dhurke Samadi was apprehended, he announced that he would act as his own lawyer.
That's right. Dhurke used to be a lawyer.
Dhurke had been an extraordinarily talented lawyer and highly esteemed by the people, but he falsified evidence in an attempt to win his own case.
I see. What evidence did he falsify?
But when the truth of his fabrications and the assassination of the Queen came to light, the people were devastated, and trust in the legal system plummeted.
Now, why does that sound so familiar? Because it's happened in our country. Yeah, I wonder.
In Curane, the Hall of Justice is a sacred space where victims receive their last rites. Should the people lose their faith in it, the kingdom will be shaken to its very core. That is why the Defense Culpability Act had to be passed. It was the only way to keep our legal system from tumbling into the abyss.
So, that's how you sought to eliminate the use of perjury and phony evidence, huh? But that law is what made lawyers go extinct in your kingdom. Now there's no one left to defend those who have been accused.
We see how you could take issue with such a reality. However, we have not banned the act of lawyering itself. Those who are confident that they can prove their client's innocence are always welcome to mount a vigorous defense, as you yourself have shown.
Well, I guess so, but without lawyers, there's the possibility of false charges being filed and prosecuted.
So long as our prosecutors continue to run nothing but perfect trials, there needn't be fear of such nefarious dealings. Do you disagree?
You were about to kill a child for the murder of someone that was not his fault? So yeah, I disagree. I remember the fact that you were trying to kill. I'll be your guide. Perfect prosecutors with their perfect trials, huh? Something tells me that someone here does not fit that description. Pain? Why is Pain even here? Didn't he really leave our country just to be here? Let's not get started down this path.
Furthermore, here in Curane, we have the divination seance. And so, it is we who no longer need lawyers, for the dead do not lie.
Well, in the short time I've been here, I've beaten back false charges twice. And I've found that cases built on the memories of the dead are less than perfect. So yes, I do take issue with the Defense Culpability Act, to say the least.
Oh, such relentless rhetoric. Your reputation precedes you, Barbed One. It feels as if we ourselves have been cross-examined.
Oh, no. That wasn't my intention.
It is true that some feel the Defense Culpability Act is a necessary evil at best, but is a small sacrifice upon which the peace of our kingdom has been forged.
If you consider executing innocent lawyers a small sacrifice, then sure. I've seen the best graveyards.
The fact is that following its passage, the crime rate here in Kirin dropped markedly. Therefore, we have no regrets concerning the enactment of the Defense Culpability Act.
Really? None at all? Right. Why don't we leave it at that? This isn't a court of law, after all. Yeah.
About the Founder's Orb that was to be exchanged for the hostage. It went missing after the murder. Do you happen to know anything about that?
It's missing. I'm sure Dhurke had it when he went into the tomb. If it wasn't there, I have no idea where it could be, Your Eminence.
In that case, then perhaps Dhurke has hidden it somewhere. Incidentally, there is the matter of that horned youth you were with.
Oh, you must mean Apollo.
From his odd hairstyle, may we assume him to be a relative? Perhaps your younger brother?
No! You got it all wrong. He's Dhurke's son. Don't tell her that! Why would you tell her that? I pressed the wrong button! Why would she tell her that? Well, more like foster son. They're not actually related by blood.
Dhurke's.
Royal Guard. Your Eminence. What? What's she whispering in that one guy's ear?
Thank you for your time. The two of you may go now.
Yes, Your Eminence. We'll be on our way. Okay, now what? Apollo and Athena have the murder scene investigation covered, so maybe we should go speak with the locals over at the bazaar. What are you planning? She's definitely planning something. What are you planning?
What is it?
Bazaar. Oh look, the ox. May 18th. Kirin Bazaar. What is that? What was that? What? Was that a lion? Apparently! Oh, that? I was by surprise too when I first heard it. I don't remember hearing it! It's the cry of the local bird known as the warbin. Oh! What? I never heard that thing! What? What? That's from the bird? A bird? That sounds like that. Dude, a kookaburra sounds like monkeys. A kookaburra's noise is used for jungles in movies, dude. A kookaburra is a bird. So yes, birds can make very weird noises. Ah. It scared me still. Sounds more like a beast than a bird, if you ask me. Well, it is a very crowded bazaar, so it's probably freaked out considering it's chained to the pillar. It's a form of mimicry. You know, to help protect them against predators and stuff. Yes, well, can't say I've heard one quite like that before. Oh, it's more than unusual. It's endangered. It's extremely rare to encounter one in the wild these days. If it's so rare, what's one doing out here in the middle of the bazaar? You got me. Maybe it's got something to do with it being their national bird. Ah! Was that a gunshot? What? Starter ya, PW. Oh! I thought I was a pirate! I forgot you existed, Larry! What was that, Dax? The Defiance Dragon's newest weapon. I call these puppies Dragon Snot Snaps. Uh-huh. And you need those... Why? Because our hard work is starting to pay off! Thanks to our TV signal hijacking and stuff, more and more people are joining our cause. What are you doing with your hands? You keep doing that, but I don't know what the frick you're doing. But on account of that, Regine's been cracking down on us real tough like. Yeah, there's been a lot going on lately. You could say that again. I mean, what with the High Priest's fake murder/suicide? What? Fake? Oh, that. People are calling it the DCA tragedy, and it's causing a real public uproar. Hopefully this means Tarrus's death won't be in vain after all. So, how exactly is a handful of firecrackers going to be of help to you guys anyway? Simple. First, I supply them to our fellow rebels. Then we use them as a diversion when we need to shake Garen's goons. Like this. Whoa! Will you cut that out? I'm not with the regime, and I'm not chasing you! Oh, your reaction! That was priceless, PW! Shut up, Bird! Don't laugh at me! Guess I startled that morbid too. It's a miracle no one's trying to arrest him while he's too busy laughing. You there! Oh, hi, Rafa.
You're one of those insurgents, are you not?
Yikes! Take that! And he's gone. Those firecrackers are more useful than I thought.
Barbed head.
Your benevolence? What can I do for you?
I wanted to speak with you about what my mother said. I do not believe a word of it. My father could not have been planning a coup.
Well, I can understand why you feel like that, but...
It was a setup. Someone must have been plotting against him.
And how do you know that?
I just do. Because the Holy Mother guides me. And as the royal priestess, I must uncover the truth for all to see.
Maybe that's just how Rafa expresses her sense of duty.
You're investigating this matter, are you not? Then rejoice, for I shall accompany you, and bestow upon you the royal priestess wisdom.
That's the best news I've heard all day, but your benevolence. No one would dare get in our way with Rafa by our side. We humbly accept your offer. Don't we, Edgeworth? Eddie? As you wish, right?
Excellent. Then let us begin with my father's private quarters.
I was wondering when I could go in there.
We should be able to find some clues there.
I shall expose this false charge for what it is. And if it's the last thing I do... Could it be? Is the reason she's so defensive about Inga is because she's a daddy's girl? Barbed head. Let us not waste any time. My father's private quarters are located within the royal residence. Now, follow me. Wait! She's sure in a hurry.
Right. The minister's private quarters may hold evidence related to his murder as well.
Yeah. Maybe we can kill two birds with one stone. Mifa's awfully fired up. I just hope she'll be ready for the truth we find. Oh, also, when I heard that gunshot noise, I thought somebody shot the warbit. After all, it's hard to believe that Inga was not in full control of the whole affair. So I guess we gotta go to the royal residence first. May 18th. Gamron Palace. Royal residence. Now, if we could figure out which of these buildings houses Inga's private quarters, that's where we'll find Rafa. Hi. Frog! What a beautiful place this is. But I'd be enjoying this a whole lot more if we were investigating a murder.
Commoners aren't normally allowed access to the royal residence, you know. Under ordinary circumstances, it would be impossible to take in such a spectacular view. Though, the murder is certainly a unique reason to be offered such a rare opportunity. There are footprints coming from this residence.
Too bad they just kind of end. I wonder who made them and where they went. Now that's what I call an extravagant exterior. Is this where Inga's private quarters are?
Watch your step, right? That urn's been knocked over, spilling water everywhere.
Yeah, the ground's soaked. I wonder who did this. I think someone's in there. Father. Is that Princess Rafa?
There were still so many things I should tell you.
She always puts on such a brave face. But hearing her crying all alone, I can't help but think of Trucy.
Father.
Princess Rafa? Are you in there?
Just a moment. I'll be right out.
You okay?
I see you are finally here. Well, let us commence our investigation, shall we?
Your benevolence? Maybe you shouldn't rest for a minute first.
You were eavesdropping on me, weren't you?
No, I mean, yes?
Sorry,
I couldn't help overhearing. It wasn't like I was spying on you or anything.
You stupid barbed head!
Youch! Stop hitting me on the head with your dang stick! You're not Rafiki!
You could have feigned ignorance.
I know.
It's as if your brain-to-mouth filter shuts off from the moment you step out of the courtroom.
I'm not that bad, Edgeworth.
Anyway, what took you so long? I thought you would never get here. You have a lot of nerve keeping the Crown Princess waiting.
Oh, sorry?
This was my father's residence. I've already unlocked it so you can go right in. Oh, and be careful. Some dingback dog got in the courtyard and spilled water over there.
A dingback dog?
That's right. The yappy mutt spilled a whole urn's worth.
I wonder how it got into this area. Do you know what it looked like?
I have better things to do than to memorize some stray dog looks like. Anyway, it's not worth talking about. Let's search my father's room, shall we?
I really hope she's alright. The dog or Rafa? Or both? We've already searched here, but it never hurts to take another look around. Cause we haven't said everything about everything yet!
Gowran Palace. Heart of the kingdom's government and religion.
Yes, the two are inseparably intertwined here in Kirain. The religious beliefs of its people touch every aspect of their lives, including legal affairs.
Right. Like how they commune with spirits in court. I suppose Kiranism is the glue that binds their faith, law, and politics together. It may seem strange to foreigners like us, but for them, it's perfectly natural. Amira's tomb, the scene of Inga's murder. Poor Maya was held captive in there.
To think she was actually being held here in Kirain. If only we had found out sooner.
No point in dwelling on that now. All we can do is to keep moving forward. And probably get rid of Maya! I mean, seriously, this is like the 5th time she's been kidnapped!
Yes, of course.
Me and Edgeworth on an adventure. This place is decorated with all sorts of colorful flowers. That view from the veranda looks like it would be amazing. If I had to guess, I'd say Rafa must live here. There's a butterfly. Me and Edgeworth on an adventure. Trying to discover someone's death. What the frick is that? Copy of his freaking suit. Oh, okay. May 18th, Gowran Palace, Inga's private quarters. What a mess. You can definitely tell a guy used to live in this room. I guess Inga and I had at least that much in common.
This staff keeps getting in the way. Nana!
Oh? Huh? Where's Nana? Normally. She comes running whenever Rafa calls.
That's right. Nana is...
Nana is... what? retired? Dead? On vacation?
Oh well. You, Barbed Head. Come, hold this staff for me.
Why me?
Just take it. It's too heavy and I'm tired of holding it.
How does Nina put up with this day in and day out? I'll just sit over here for now. Thank you very much. Now then, let's okay, I can just talk to you, but I'm gonna look around the room first. Okay, what do we have to say about this stupid looking chair? This chair looks like it was modeled after Inga's suit jacket.
The backrest even has those fancy buttons on it. I imagine they make the chair awfully uncomfortable to sit on.
Who needs to be comfortable when you're royalty?
Actually, they serve to massage the pressure points on his back. My father suffered from terrible back pain, you see.
I wonder if it really works. We can, take a seat. This notepad must have belonged to Inga. Let's see. Nena, purple hat, glasses, diamond-shaped tattoo on forehead. Dhurke, long hair, eye patch, blue clothes. Phoenix Wright, spiky hair, blue clothes, pink necktie. That's strange.
These appear to be no state healing people's most prominent characteristics.
Hey, there's even more stuff about me in here. Why would he bother doing this?
I'm afraid even I can't answer that.
Whatever the reason, it's giving me a case of the heebie-jeebies. Yeah, it's okay.
So it's as though he was taking down descriptions of people over the phone. That's what it reminds me of anyway.
What a brilliant deduction! One fitting of a chief prosecutor such as yourself.
Ah!
I commend you.
That's high praise coming from you and your benevolence.
Edgeworth's right. You do look like dictation notes, but I don't know. I mean, why bother describing Nena, who you must have seen every day? Inga's notepad, back to the court record. Is it just us three, or is there more on here?
Just us three.
It's weird. Also, I'm not wearing a blue suit and pink necktie. Get your facts straight. I'm wearing the freaking Mobster Lobster costume. Bed. That's a lot of grape juice. That's one luxurious and comfy looking bed. I've slept on nothing but hard floors since coming to Curine. Can't wait to sleep in a nice soft bed again.
Then take it. It's yours if you wish.
You expect me to take a 4-poster bed out of here?
Well, have to clean out this room. We'll have to clean this room out anyway, now that my father's gone.
But don't you want to keep these things as a memento of your father?
Besides,
I don't need this spirit haunting me late at night.
Do you suppose if I slept on it, I could see my father once more?
Princess Rafa. Honestly don't know how to answer that. How much do you love your dad? Look at all the grape juice! Wow. That's one gaudy sculpture.
My father sculpted it himself from a block of solid gold.
How big was the gold? Why does it not surprise me that he was also a narcissist? I mean, if he makes a chair that looks like his suit, that should have been a big enough hint. It's pretty detailed. He even included that personal stamp of his. Hey, the stamp's a little loose. Huh? That's a cigar. What? Wrong button again! Wrong button again! Keep pressing the wrong button. I need to get used to my new buttons. You can't see it because of my ears. This puts my ears down. Or if I do this. It's a safe. There's a safe in the stand. Ah!
Look, there's a secret safe inside.
I can see that!
Oh my! To think such a thing was here all this time.
Rats. Rats. Looks like we need the combination to get in. Do we know the combination? Do we have any clues on the combination? There might be somewhere, but currently I'm trying to find all the little details that don't necessarily count to anything. There's somebody's shoe prints here. Come to think of it. There was some spilled water by the entrance. Somebody must have stepped in it before coming in here.
They're already dry. That means they're at least several hours old.
Then someone must have been in here today in the early afternoon. For our servants clean this room each day. Here in Curing, we have a saying, leave not today's untidiness to the morrow.
Mine is, why clean up today what you can't leave for tomorrow? That's literally what my... Yeah, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Globe. This deck is crammed full of documents.
They appear to be paperwork for executions.
But for this many cases?
Indeed. Something is rotten in the kingdom of Curing. This one dates back to 5 years ago.
Something tells me he simply kept putting them off because he hated doing paperwork. People got extended sentencing just because he was lazy. What's this? Jesus LaBelle. Guy again! The dang fish lip, bro! What the heck? Why is his product here? Never thought I'd seen this brand again.
It appears to be a sample of some sort of spray on hair color.
Color? Jet black. I wonder if Inga was going gray. Here, Edgeworth. Maybe you can use it.
I like my natural hair color just fine, thank you very much.
Plus, it would not look the same with black hair. Wait. That... Oh, I can't look at him any closer. Dang it. That explains why his hair looks exceptionally shiny. Okay, is that a stamp?
This is most likely a special ink pen for the Justice Minister's stamp. His insignia is carved big and bold right on the lid.
Talk about overkill. Did he really have to mark everything he owned? Apparently. Also, what's this? It's a syringe and a vial.
Those were for my father's back pain. He said it really helped when the pain was practically unbearable.
It was that bad, huh?
He must have been injecting some sort of painkiller directly into his back then.
Yes. My father said his back pain could knock him off his feet.
I know the feeling. I've experienced some pretty severe back pain of my own.
Well, we can't have you throwing your back out in court, so why don't you take a vial?
Oh, no thanks. Your body builds up a tolerance to that sort of thing. Painkiller shot added to the court record. Said to make the pain disappear.
I thought you didn't want them.
I'm going straight to a chiropractor as soon as I get home. They're never gonna fully fix your back. You know that, right? We can't open this without the combination. I doubt Princess Rafa would know it.
Well, we can't open it. We can't open it. For now, let's continue our investigation and come back to this dilemma later.
Is that everything? Kinda looks like it. Nothing. Yep, that's everything. Alright, now let's just talk to her. Wait. Let's see what she has to say about different things.
Remove that vile badge from my sight! If you insist on tormenting me, I will take matters into my own hands.
Hey! Don't bite it! Why are you biting it?
It's much harder than I thought.
What did you think it's made of? Cheese? Inga's autopsy report. Your benevolence, I want to ask you about this.
Nana, where are you?
I thought you said she wasn't around.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, you're sadly mistaken if you think questioning Nana would clear things up.
I'm trying to question you, not Nana. You nepo baby. Who hasn't had to think for a single second of your entire life. She legit... Yeah, it's a picture of your dead father. I've done this to Edgeworth. This is not new, tormenting people with their dead parents. This will make you a strong Disney main character, okay? Just hold on. Your trauma will let you be relevant. Your benevolence?
Father.
Whoops! Sorry! Didn't mean to hurt you like that.
Do not underestimate me. I am the royal priestess, and as such, I will experience my father's death tomorrow. So hand it over. A photo of a corpse will not face.
Your benevolence! I made her pass out! Rafa? Right, you fool. Put that picture away. Hey, you know from experience that I need to traumatize everyone I meet. I tried to do it to you.
There is no need to worry. I simply lost my footing, that's all.
On what? Now I'm really worried about tomorrow. Okay. What do you have to say about this?
These are notes my father took on the characteristics of those around him. I wonder what he wrote about me.
Let's see. Pink raiment. Tattoos on face. Childishly cute.
Huh?
That last one's rather subjective, isn't it?
My father's back used to cause him considerable pain. I would give him massages from time to time. He seemed to truly enjoy them.
I didn't peg you as the dutiful daughter type.
But never again. Well,
Your benevolence. I could stand in for your father if you'd like. No! Phoenix! Ouch! My
That's what I call the royal treatment.
Yeah, I kind of deserve that. Okay, now let's actually properly talk to you. The kidnapping. What are you doing, Nugget?
Barbed head. I, the royal priestess of Curine, shall share my thoughts on the abduction.
You will?
Listen carefully, for such opportunities do not come often.
What? Yes, of course. Be grateful to hear anything you'd like to share.
My father was very likely seeking to obtain the Founder's Orb, but it was not for the purposes of acute détat. It was all for my sake.
For your sake?
The Founder's Orb is capable of bestowing great spiritual power. My father truly believed that. And he wanted that power to be mine. I haven't finished my training and I still can't channel spirits. He was doing it for me.
Right. I see.
Well, do you understand why he did it now?
I do, but it doesn't change the fact that Mr. Inga is a kidnapper. But I guess you don't believe he is, do you?
New information is sure to surface upon further investigation. Suffice to say, he did this all for me. End of story.
Was he really trying to obtain the orb for Rafa? Somehow. I doubt it. Speaking of powers, I wonder if Rafa will be performing the divination seance tomorrow. I should probably ask her about that. Nana. Your benevolence. I noticed Nana isn't with you today.
I know not where she has gone. I have not spoken with her since this morning. I assume she might be quite busy today. I did catch a glimpse of her a little after 2 o'clock. I tried calling out to her, but she went off somewhere again.
Little after 2. It's about an hour before the murder.
Indeed. Of all the times for this to happen, she normally comes to me the moment I call her name.
I know it's hard to believe. Even nannies have lives, you know? Your inability to find her after the murder is slightly alarming. I wonder if her absence is related to today's incident somehow.
Do you think she was unwittingly caught up in them?
Who knows? At the very least, I don't think she was at the scene of the crime.
Nana, I hope she is alright.
Rafa seems really worried for Nana. Tomorrow's seance. I take it you'll be conducting tomorrow's divination seance?
Who else if not I?
Good point. The thing is, divination seance are all about what victims experience in their final moments. So, tomorrow, Rafa will experience her own father's death, exactly as it happened. What's more, that's more than anyone should ever have to deal with. Do you really have to go through with the seance tomorrow? There's really no one else? What about just calling the whole thing off?
It's not as if... It's not as if I'm doing this because I want to.
No?
Never mind. I misspoke. The divination seance is a very important duty of the royal priestess. And it is one I intend to fulfill.
There's that word. Duty.
Your benevolence. As Crown Princess, you are destined to rule this kingdom one day. That means there will be many things that you alone must determine.
I'm still confused about that fishbowl. And why am I having a flashback with you? Frick off!
Things like how to keep your people happy. And what is true and what is false. Most importantly, what role you must play therein. I wonder if I'm even up to the task.
Performing the divination seance is very important for a priestess. But, duty or not, it's a heavy burden for someone so young. Even worse, she'll be forced to watch her father's murder. Will it be a weight too heavy for her to bear? Nina and Rafa. Your benevolence. Has Nina served you long?
Yes, she has been at my beck and call for as long as I remember. I've heard she even cared for me as an infant, right down to changing my diapers.
Your diapers? Well, that sounds like she could be your mother.
Indeed. But that is simply fact of life when your mother is busy being queen. Nina takes care of my every need. She is my teacher of all things as well.
Rafa's pool of knowledge seems rather lopsided in some respects. Could that be the result of Nina's teachings?
Nina, could it be that my trusted attendant has come to dislike me? Now that I think about it, perhaps I've been acting rather spoiled as of late.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be back.
Yes. I suppose Nina would never truly abandon me. Upon her return, I'll do something nice for her. Perhaps she'd like a shoulder massage.
And yet, I can't shake the feeling that Nina is connected to this case in some way. I'm really beginning to wonder what's inside that safe. Any idea what the combination might be, Your Benevolence?
None whatsoever.
It looks like a 4-digit combo lock, so maybe it's a date. But it's probably not anything that would be easy to guess. Well, let's try some dates and see what happens. I wonder what date Inga would use as a combination. Date the DC Act. Let's do Rafa's birthday. When's your birthday, Your Benevolence?
You are wasting your time. It could not possibly be my birthday.
Aw, come on! It's worth a shot.
Fine. It's December 24th.
Christmas Eve. Well, let's give it a try. 1, 2, 2, 4. Ah! It opened!
It did?
Yep, and it looks like the bomb safe was a fake. Something meant to mislead would be thieves, no doubt. Still, it was rendered quite ineffective by his use of such an easily guessed combination.
Why, Father? Why my birthday?
'Cause he loves you. You're apparently the only thing he cares about in this world more than himself. Okay, let's see what's in here. This looks like a letter or something. Let's see. Dear Father, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. You're always so kind, and I love you very much. I hope you live to be 100 years old. Love, Rafa.
I wrote this to my father when I was 8 years old. Father, why would you hold on to something so childish and stupid?
There's some other papers in here. Ah! You're an assassination plan. Once I poison the queen, the throne will be mine. The spiritual power I attain from the treasure will back up my claim. In the meantime, the secret police are to keep a close watch on Garan. This is the plan for his coup d'etat.
What?
Give me that.
I don't understand.
It seems just as Minister Inga was plotting the assassination of the Queen.
This can't be true. Father would never harm Mother.
Poor Rafa has to come as a terrible shock. Oh, hi, Briz. What's this? There's a photo in here, too. It's of a woman and a baby. I wonder who they are. That's Amara! And is that Prosecutor somebody? Or... Huh. On the far left, there's a law book with the mark of the Defiant Dragons branded on it.
Wait, that's...
Your benevolence?
How can this be?
She fainted again. Princess Rafa! She's looking incredibly pale. Your benevolence. Are you alright?
Alright. How can I be alright?
Huh?
All that I had believed was all lies.
I'm afraid I don't follow. What the heck's she talking about? Can I ask who the woman is in this picture?
How should I know? It seems I didn't know anything that was going on.
Doesn't look like I'm going to get much more out of her while she's like this. Woman's photo added to court record.
Mother.
Huh?
I must ask my mother about the secret she is hiding.
What secret?
I must go. Goodbye.
That there is a descendant of the previous queen. Wait! What was that all about? It's like her mind was off somewhere else.
It appears this photo really upset her.
I wonder who the lady in this picture is. That is Queen Amara!
Stop! Shadow! Come back here!
I figured it was you, Shadow. Wait, that sounds like Albie and Shadow.
That's odd. Commoners aren't normally allowed in this area. I wonder what's afoot.
So we go back to the royal residence and we should see Albie. Albie! Are you okay? People have tried to kill you in the past, so I'm just making sure you're okay. May 18th, Gowran Palace, royal residence. No! Ah! Edgeworth! What is happening? I think Shadow likes you. I think Shadow likes you. Okay, I need to breathe. The last thing that I was expecting was Shadow dangling up on my mascot. Okay. I need to breathe. Need to breathe. Okay.
I hope one of you has a good explanation for this.
Ah! I'm so sorry!
Hi, Albie.
No, Shadow! Bad dog! Leave the man's frilly thingamajig alone!
If you would kindly detach your dog from my cravat.
Right away, sir. Just hold still and...
Stop pulling like that! You only stretch the fabric. It's worth more than your life.
Come on, Shadow! Let go of his cravacuchicamacollet! This isn't working. I'll just have to pull harder then. 1, 2...
Wait! What are you?
3! Come on!
I'm just imagining him, like, having his feet planted on Edgeworth while trying to pull Shadow off. And Edgeworth's standing fully up, and he's like, what? No! I need air! He needs air! He can't breathe! He's being choked to death! Air! Edgeworth! Oh, good to see you're alive. And that your, Corvette is okay.
Were you trying to kill me?
I'm really sorry, mister. My dog has a habit of attacking frilly things like that.
Maybe for his sake, he should stick to more traditional targets like cars or his tail.
What's worse, he snuck in here again today and stole some weird-looking hat. I don't know what to do anymore. Bad dog! You're a very bad dog!
No, Shadow's the best boy! No, don't do that! Wait a second. I've seen that hat before. Hi, Albie. Look at this.
Oh, that's an attorney's badge from your homeland, right? I've studied all about it. Allow me to explain.
Are you really gonna explain something that I know more about?
There is a reason why the badge is shaped like a sunflower. You know how sunflowers always turn to face the sun? The source of their well-being? Well, lawyers are like that. They'll chase after anything that will make them money.
Albie, you're sorely mistaken. No one has paid me! What?
I guess people hate lawyers in your country too, huh?
I mean, they do call us soulless. Where did you get your information from again?
A proud sermon Chief Prosecutor Payne gave in the middle of the bazaar the other day.
Lawyers already have a bad enough time here without his lies. Why does he feel the need to lie? Asphyxiation? I just now looked over. No! Riz, no! What do you know about this, Albie?
Sorry. I don't know anything about that. I'm the worst tour guide ever.
No, it's my fault for randomly whipping it out and asking you about it.
Don't worry. I'll study hard so I'll be able to answer your questions next time.
I feel like a jerk. The thrilly hat. Albie, can I see that hat again?
Sure.
Wait, isn't this... Isn't this Nina's hat? But I thought she disappeared.
Shadow swiped it from someone.
Albie? How exactly did Shadow get this?
Allow me to explain. It all started while we were on a walk through the bazaar today, when suddenly, Dad's popped out of a manhole.
Ha!
Whoa!
The fangs of the defiant dragons! Ha! Dad's Arbol is here! Say, you wanna join our cause, kid?
Huh? Naturally, I was super startled by that weirdo's sudden appearance.
Frick you, Warbid! Back! Dog of the Garan regime! What?
Huh? But this is my dog, Shadow!
Defiant Dragon secret weapon! Defiant Dragon secret weapon! Dragon Snot Snaps! Achoo!
Whoa!
Oof! Oh man! The look on your face! That was classic!
The sudden bang of the firecrackers spooked Shadow, and he ran off into the crowds.
Ruff, 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 ruff.
Ah! Shadow! Come back here!
Then I'll teach you, Garen's lapdog! You there! What do you think you're doing? Ah! Not good! That's what you get for messing with kids!
That's when a policeman came running over and hauled Dats away. That happened right around 2 p.m. if I remember correctly.
I'm not even going to pretend I know what Dats was trying to do.
I chased right after Shadow and I finally caught up to him here in the palace courtyard. He had this in his mouth.
2 p.m. That's about an hour before the minister's death. Nina supposedly went missing after the murder. But this would place her here at the palace at around 2. Albie's statement added to the court record.
Actually, I just remembered I saw something pretty amazing around that time too!
Something amazing? What's this something amazing, Albie? So, Albie, what was it you saw that was so amazing?
I saw Her Eminence, Queen Garan, channeling a spirit!
Is it really that big a deal to see her channeling someone?
You bet it is! Commoners are never allowed to behold the sacred rite!
Oh? Can you tell me more?
Of course! I'm always happy to explain. I believe it was around 2:10 p.m. today. I got lost on the palace grounds while looking for Shadow. Oh, what is this place? It gives me the creeps. Where could Shadow have gone? In my search, I took a peek into a small room and that's where I saw Queen Karan. She was channeling a spirit for a neighboring kingdom's king. I saw her transform right before my eyes. I was so excited, I had to take a picture of it.
You took a picture?
I know I shouldn't have, but I just couldn't help myself.
Between this and the treasure room, Albie's not exactly the picture of a self-restraint.
Her channeling ended right after that, so I ran off before anyone could spot me.
You could have been arrested again, you know.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, here's a copy of the picture. Just don't tell anyone I was the one who took it, okay?
I worry about his future sometimes. Channeling photo added to the court record. 13th around 2 p.m. Who is she channeling? Come to think of it, how did you and Shadow get into the royal residence anyway? It's not open to commoners after all.
Allow me to explain.
I'll be in the courtyard.
There's a way to get into the palace from the bazaar. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, though. Shadow can easily fit, but anyone bigger than me is out of luck.
You don't say.
Yeah, part of the palace wall is damaged, and there's a hole I can just make it through.
Go on.
Bet you didn't think that... Bet you didn't know they have some really tasty food here.
Oh? Then this isn't your first time in here, huh? Trespassing is illegal, you know.
No, it's not like that. I didn't mean any harm. It's just, I want to help change this kingdom.
What do you mean?
Well, after Miss Faye's trial, I started thinking, like, maybe there was something I could do to help the revolution too.
Maya's trial, huh? That tragedy only happened because of how twisted Turing's legal system has become. How utterly foolish to cast away one's life for such a reason. There must have been other ways to cover up the crime. Do tattoos appear when you channel a spirit? Yet, had I done so, my wife would rush to my defense, and when the case went to trial, she would suffer the same fate as I under the defense culpability charge. I would not have lived with myself had she been convicted because of that fiendish man.
This cannot be. All I have done under the laws of our kingdom has all been...
The DC Act led to the false charges against Maya and the High Priest's suicide. But that trial also caused the public to start questioning the current state of things. And it seems even Albie has some pretty strong feelings on the matter.
I knew there had to be something I could do to help. And that's when I remembered the hole in the palace wall and started thinking, maybe I could sneak in and take a picture of one of the royals up to no good. I just want to do my part.
The spirit of revolution seems to be catching on, even with one so young. Right, the momentum is steadily building and the tipping point is fast approaching. It
It's just a matter of waiting.
I agree. The public's perception of the Defiant Dragon seems to be changing too. But, Albie, you can't go trespassing like that. Even if it's for a good cause, it's not right.
Okay. I won't do it again.
Albie, is that really all you have to confess? You haven't been up to any other mischief? And when I say you, I mean Shadow.
Huh? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Nice try, Albie, but the proof is literally right in front of us. What? Oh yeah, the knocked over urn over here. Albie, you wouldn't happen to know how this urn got knocked over, would you?
Ah!
Because her benevolence told me something rather interesting.
Be careful. Be careful. Some dingbat dog got in the courtyard and spilled water over there.
A dingback dog.
That's right. The yappy mutt spilled a whole urn's worth.
The dingback dog she mentioned wouldn't happen to be Shadow, would it?
Oh! I guess the dog's out of the bag.
Quite clearly, and for some time, yeah.
Sorry I lied, but I was worried I'd get in trouble. I know I shouldn't lie to a lawyer like that.
No, it's not good to lie to anyone like that. So, let's try to only tell the truth. Okay, Albie?
Oh, Mr. Wright! Oh, Mr. Wright! I almost forgot! I saw a couple of Americans a moment ago. They had really weird haircuts, so I thought they might be friends of yours.
Really now?
It seems your little friend thinks all us Americans have strange hairstyles.
I mean, yeah. Pretty much.
I suppose we have you to thank for that, right?
So, what exactly did their hair look like?
There was a guy with 2 crops of hair sticking out of his forehead like antennae. And there was a lady with a long bunch of hair that looked like a big orange spider leg.
Oh, that sounds like Apollo and Athena. What were they doing?
They were racing through the bazaar with the Gowron Royal Guard in hot pursuit.
Wait, what?
Why were they being pursued?
I'm not sure. I have my suspicions. I just hope they're all right.
Sorry for not mentioning it before. It just kind of slipped my mind.
Huh? What's happening? To be continued? What do you mean to be continued? You can't drop a thing like, oh yeah, I saw them being chased through the courtyard and then just say, to be continued. Oh, frick you. Yes, I would like to save my progress. Thank you very much. Phoenix and Edgeworth on an adventure. We're going back to Apollo's point of view. Apollo's Nero escape. Yes, let's start the chapter. May 18th. Kirin Bazaar. Those guys sure are persistent.
Yeah, he even wore me out, and that doesn't happen often.
Why are they after us anyway?
Apollo! It's the Royal Guards again!
Aha! Quick, hide! Into the sewer! Hey! Where'd horde-headed Spidey hair go?
Spidey hair? They're not talking about me, are they? Is that a trick question? Shh!
We know you're hiding somewhere around here! Hi, Orbit.
Apollo, that weird-looking bird over there. Did it just...
Yeah, it did. It's called a warbit, and...
You know what? I'll tell you all about it later when we're not being chased by masked men!
Come out, wherever you are! Hand over the Founder's Orb, if you know what's good for you! Figures they're after the orb.
I don't want to know what they do to us if we were captured. They grill us in those obnoxious, loud voices. I gave after the first hour and confessed to whatever they wanted, truth or no.
Come out now, you foreign devils! This has gone far enough! You must not keep Her Eminence waiting any longer!
We gotta get out of here! There must be a safe place to hide somewhere!
Hi. Why am I talking to you in this very dangerous situation? What evidence do I have? Right! I have the Founder's Orb! Oh, great! People are after me because of that! No time to think! No time to think! Into the sewer we go! Look, a manhole!
Ah! That's right!
Say, son, do you remember my office? Sure. I remember that messy, dimly lit room. The file I have amassed on Amara's assassination is kept there. I think it might help you on this case. Do you remember how to get there?
Athena! I know where we can hide! Follow me! Oh? Where are we going? Wait. You're not seriously thinking about going down there? It smells like rotten eggs. And are those rats I hear? We've got no choice! I can get us somewhere safe, but this is the only way in! Quick, before it's too late! It's going to take forever to get the stench out my hair.
May 18th. Former Samadhi Law offices. Looks like we lost them. That was close. Dhurke's office. How long has it been since I last set foot in here? At least we're safe now, but... Why is Athena all huddled over in the corner like that? Maybe the spiders? Oh, hi, Dats! Ah! Dats! H.A.! What the heck are you doing here? Garwin's royal guards are after us. Once a rebel, always a rebel. Don't worry, the regime doesn't know about this place, so you can relax now. Good. Since when am I part of the rebellion? I don't recall signing up. Apollo, who's calling my name? Oh, it's Phoenix. Hi. How'd you get here? Mr. Wright, what are you doing here? We saw you two go into that manhole. You nearly escaped the guard's notice. It was like watching a pair of ostriches burying their head in the sand. Guess that was a closer shave than I had thought. Anyway, you're safe and sound now, and that's all that really counts. Oh, this is some evidence for you. Thanks, Mr. Wright. Case evidence received from the boss. From the boss. So, what is this dubious hovel we found ourselves in anyway? It's the Defiant Dragon's safe house, also known as the former Samadhi Law offices. I see. Well, though it might just be happenstance, here I am, a chief prosecutor, hiding out in a rebel base. Please don't report this place to the local police, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Might as well take a look around while we're waiting for the heat to die down out there. Come on, Athena. Stop moping over there and help me check this place out. Please tell me there's a shower here. There's a sink in the kitchen. And if you're lucky, maybe even some soap. I'm sorry I even asked. Hi, Dats. Why am I staring directly at you? So, I can't leave. I'm just here. Well, let's look around then.
I wonder what's in this file. Oh, it's full of newspaper clippings.
The arson incident involving Mara's private residence. Mara slipped a sleeping pill and perished in the fire. A lighter found at the scene had Dhurke's fingerprints on it. It seems to be a collection of documents and information on Amara's assassination. So this is what Dhurke was talking about.
We already know most of the stuff here on top. Let's see what else there is. Wow, where did he get all this? Anything important here?
Apollo's roving musician father got caught up in this incident and lost his life. He was struck in the head by the culprit. The victim's passport and any pictures of him were burned up in the fire. Without knowing his real name, no divination seance could be performed. What about this? Apollo's roving musician father got caught up in the incident and lost his life.
What? This is about your father, Apollo?
Looks like it. But I was never told much more than what's written here.
Really? How come?
Dhurke always skated around the subject. Maybe he thought I was still too young. Plus, I always thought of Dhurke as my dad, so I never brought it up.
Oh, I see. Still, I feel kind of sorry for your real dad.
My real dad. I was never really interested in learning about him. But after seeing his picture, I can't help but feel a little curious. I wonder if Dads could tell me anything about him. Anything about him. Mara's assassination file added to the court record.
Apollo, this file looks like it might be useful. But there are so many pages. I can't tell what's important.
We need someone to help organize all this. I think I know just the person to ask. Edgeworth? Eddie? So I only have 2 pages right now. I can only look at 2 pages of at least 20 pages! This is Dhurke's old law book.
Look! There's a mark on the cover. Looks like it was branded on with hot iron.
Yeah, I think it was done in protest against the Defense Culpability Act. There's an entry on the DC Act right here. See?
Oh, so this is the infamous anti-lawyer law you guys were always talking about.
Dhurke's law book adds to the court record. Interesting how the evidence doesn't disappear anymore. I'm surprised to see how many appliances here. There's even a TV. Speaking of which, we gave the people of Kirin quite a shock when the blonde Punisher Warrior of Neo-Twilight Realm was last on TV. You mean that show where actors played the part of Dhurke and Rafa? You hijacked that in the middle of its broadcast, right? Yep. All the writers do each week is try to ruin the Defiant Dragon's good name. So we decided to hit him where it hurts. That must have been real shocking, especially for the kids who waited all week to see it. I mean, the show's main villain was actually hijacking the very show he's in. Which is very interesting. I thought I was looking at plates, though. Samadine Law Offices. That's the sign Dhurke used to display out front. Hey, Dax. I heard the office used to be quite a bit of business. That it did. Dhurke was a famous lawyer with countless courtroom victories after all. He was the dauntless dragon who turned trials upside down, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. His fame as a lawyer spread far and wide across Kirin back in the day.
I hope the day comes when he can proudly display the sign again.
Dhurke's jacket. You should try it on, Apollo. It might actually suit you.
Really?
Phoenix got tricked into putting this on. Don't.
There's also a spare eye patch here. Why not try that on too? Sorry. I'm just picturing you and all that. It's just too funny.
Ow. My pride.
Ouch.
Spider. Hello, spider. Once we've found the spider web stats, don't you ever clean the place?
Not the webs. We have what you call a symbiotic relationship. They catch the bugs that get in here, and I don't clean them up.
You know, that actually makes a lot of sense. Especially considering there is a lack of flies for how many dishes are just sitting here. Lizards.
Ew. Is that a newt?
Come on, Athena. Can't you tell a gecko when you see one?
What's the difference?
Geckos like to live in houses, while newts prefer to be outside near water. They're totally different creatures.
Well, how do you know this one wasn't caught outside near some water? It could very well be a gecko.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a newt.
Oh, so then you agree it's a newt, Apollo.
I fell right into her trap. You're both wrong. It's just a plain old lizard. How does it feel? Your two children squabbling over if the lizard is a newt or a gecko.
Wait, don't tell me we have to go back through the manhole to get out of here.
The only reason the safe house is still safe is because the front door's been boarded up.
Fine! Then I'll just have to live here until the revolution begins.
What if I told you rats come out at night?
And we'll just have to start the revolution before sundown.
I bet the revolution never thought it'd get a new ally this way. What, just having them sit in their infested home? There's a scary looking knife sticking out of the queen's picture. If anyone saw this, they'd think the Defiant Dragons were a violent group.
Oh, that? That was actually me trying to kill a fly. I threw that knife at it, but I whiffed, and the thing ended up stuck right between her eyes.
You mean this wasn't on purpose?
Flowers.
What's with the altar?
It's where we pay our respects to the victims of the Defense Culpability Act. The DC Act is a heinous law that puts innocent people to death.
A law that's supposed to protect the people sends them to their graves instead. Talk about insane.
Who's the kid? Wait a second. That's you, Apollo! I recognize those horns anywhere.
Is that really the only way anybody recognizes me?
Oh, you are so cute! And who's that fine-looking young man?
That's Nayuta. Back when he used to smile.
Wow. His smile is absolutely angelic.
Sure brings back memories. I was taking the day we all went out fishing.
What was Prosecutor Smutty like when he was younger?
He was kinda quiet, but passionate when it came to his convictions. When he finally made prosecutor, he was all fired up to change Kieran for the better. Now he's nothing more than Kieran's lackey.
Seems like Dad has a lot to say about Naita. I'll ask him about his thoughts later.
Also, Phoenix, you shouldn't have told the Queen that I am the son of the revolution, dude! That was a bad move on your part.
Badge.
Ah!
What? Do you know something about this?
Nope. Just felt like shouting is all.
You had me going there for a sec.
Really? Ah!
Is he gonna scream about everything? Deaths. I wanted to ask you about this picture.
That's the picture of your pops that Dhurke found. And he had a heck of a time tracking it down. He said he searched all over for it.
Why? Why would he go through all that trouble?
Tats, please tell us everything you know about Apollo's dad.
Hey, I'm not done presenting my stuff. Either you keep screaming or you start talking. Okay, I was wondering if she was wearing, a necklace. Also, that birthmark on the book happened before she was killed. So the Defense Culpability Act came out a while ago. Have words about something. Oh, here we go. That's about this file. Can you help me figure out which pages are the most relevant?
Yep, sure can. Got the whole thing memorized. See this page? It's definitely worth the look.
Page 34. As the son of the terrorist Dhurke, Naito was expelled from the royal family. The idea that the sins of the father are visited upon his children is deeply rooted in the minds of Kirinese people. Oh, that's right! Prosecutor Samadhi was part of the royal family, wasn't he?
Yep, but he was expelled after that whole thing with Dhurke happened. He must have gone through hell once he entered the legal world, though.
Because of the sins of the father are visited upon his children thing?
Yep. In the eyes of the people, Dhurke is not only a traitor to his kingdom, he's also the terrorist who assassinated the previous queen. So, as his son, Yudi had...
Yudi?
Yudi had no doubt got the cold shoulder at every turn.
It must have been really hard on him.
Yeah, the ties between father and son aren't something you could break, even if you tried. No matter where he went, he was probably labeled the son of a criminal. But despite it all, he made a name for himself through blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, just look at him now. He's a star prosecutor working cases around the globe. He's become a hero, the pride and joy of Kirin.
No, that's the Naito I know. Super smart and never willing to give in. He must have studied and felt like his life depended on it to get to where he is today. Amaro's assassination file update in the court record. Okay. If I present it now, are you just... Okay, now you're just gonna scream at it now. Okay. How about this?
The mark of the dragon. That's the symbol of our group, the Defiant Dragons.
Dhurke has the same mark tattooed on the palm of his hand, right?
Yep. I've got one too.
Really? Where?
On my heart.
Oh, you mean metaphorically? Like you're ready to die at any time for the cause or something like that?
You got that right. Dead or alive, I'll always be a defiant dragon.
Okay, and then that's just the same stuff. Okay, now let's properly talk. Samadhi Law Offices. So, that's... You guys are still using this office, I see.
Yep. Except now it's an official HQ of the Defiant Dragons. Pastor Rook said, and I quote, "We must keep it for the day when Kirin needs lawyers once more." restoring the legal system in its rightful form through popular uprising. You can tell how much Dhurke believes in his cause. Oh, and AJ. Dhurke said something else that might interest you. He said he hopes you'll come back and take over this office someday. Take over? Me? Those are his words. He may have been half joking, though. Dhurke! Guess what I heard from PW? AJ's become a lawyer!
Yeah, I've been meaning to tell you.
Must have been because of you, Dhurke.
I'm not so sure about that. I imagine he's already forgotten about me.
What are you talking about? I bet you can't wait to follow in your footsteps.
Nothing would make me happier. Maybe one day he'll return to Kirin and take over this office. It's just a pipe dream, though.
Dhurke really said that? Dhurke was never a hands-on kind of dad, but not a day went by that he wasn't thinking of you. That much I'm sure of. Doesn't get more parental than that.
Dhurke, to think I really did spend my days trying to forget you. I'm looking forward to a nice long talk once you're free. Nayuta. Wasn't Nayuta once part of the Defiant Dragons?
Yep. Yudi was rising star of the resistance. He vowed to fight for the cause through the legal system. Said he'd become a prosecutor and give Inga and Gara the smackdown they deserved.
But now he's...
yeah, a puppet of the Garan regime. And only that, he's gonna prosecute his own dad. It doesn't add up.
I wonder what happened to him.
Me too. But if I had to guess, say Garan had some serious leverage over him.
Leverage? Like what?
Wish I knew. But it seems like Dhurke knows. I tried to press him about it. He wouldn't say.
Come to think of it, Dhurke did say. Nayuta is suffering? Yes. He knows the rightful state of Kirin's legal system, but something forces him to bend Gawain's rule, and it's tearing him apart. If that's the case, I bet Nayuta doesn't really want to go through Dhurke's prosecution. My father. Do you know what my biological father was like?
Dhurke once told me about him. He was a modern minstrel, walking the world and making music in his travels.
This file also has some information on your real dad. It says he died in the blaze at Queen Amaro's residence 23 years ago.
That's right. Dhurke had invited him over. Dhurke's the kind of guy who can become fast friends with just about anyone. And it seems your pops was like that too, AJ. They hit it off at a bar. And the next thing you know, Dhurke's asked him over to play some tunes.
And then the place went up in flames.
Yeah. Dhurke had just stepped out for a sec when the fire broke out. Apollo. You were there too. But you were still just a baby.
I remember hearing about that when I was little.
Yeah, it was a crying shame. Your pops just happened to take you along that day. So you were there with him when the fire broke out. But Dhurke risked his life to save you.
It's like Dhurke's done nothing but save me all my life.
All your pop's stuff got burned up, including anything that could have helped us identify him. All we know about him at first was his stage name, Jangly Justice, or something like that. Dhurke did everything he could just to dig up what little we know now.
What about my mother? Do you know anything about her?
Well, we know she was traveling with your pops, but that day she was off doing something on her own.
So then, she probably didn't even know my father had been with Dhurke, huh?
I know who my mother is, and Phoenix knows who my mother is, but he won't tell me, and he won't tell me that Trucy's my dang half-sister! Frick you!
But she must have been desperate to find you and your father once you've gone missing.
No doubt. The Queen's assassination threw the kingdom into chaos. The police were so overwhelmed, they were probably hardly of any help to her. We searched and searched till our legs gave out too, but we never found her. And with your father's stuff all burned up, we had zero leads. Not even a photo.
So that's how I became an orphan.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe your mom read about the details of the fire in the newspaper. Maybe she figured you died along with your pops.
Wow. I had no idea you've been through all that, Apollo.
I don't remember any of it. So then, you believe me? You believe in my son's innocence? Who's this old man? Oh! My son?
Your poor son. In prison for a crime he didn't commit. Let's petition the government for his release and a declaration of innocence.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm forever in your debt. Who's that?
Hey, there's Miss Inme. Hard at work, I see.
Yes. I have my own battle that I must wage. After all, there are many who suffer under the Defense Culpability Act.
Miss Inme, please don't forget about our case too.
I won't. I will look into it as soon as I am able.
That's... What's Miss Inme doing here?
She's lending an ear to all those suffering under the regime's wrongful accusations. Ladies whose husband been in prison, parents whose son's been falsely charged. She's helping all those types of people.
So she's trying to help the revolution along. In her own special way.
Yep. And thanks to her, more and more folks are coming over to her side. All the people who've been unhappy with the regime have been waiting for just this chance. And they're starting to speak out in support of us.
The people are responding. And a grassroots movement is growing. Dhurke's dream of revolution may finally come true.
What should we do about the Founder's Orb? We'll probably run into the Royal Guards again the moment we leave this place.
Well, we can't stay here forever, so I have to think of something. I've got it. Why don't you hold on to it, Dats? It should be safe here, right?
You can count on me! I'll get back to you in time for tomorrow's trial at the Hall of Justice.
Founder's Orb left with Dats.
What now, Apollo?
Well, we've got a handle on what happened 23 years ago. Maybe we should pay Dhurke a visit. There's something I want to show him. I'll join you. I want to talk to him before tomorrow's trial. Maybe I should wait here then. Won't attract undue attention if we go in too large of a group. Okay, well, I guess this is goodbye, Dats, now that I no longer have the Founder's Orb. Take good care of it. It's key evidence! I need to go to the detention center. Hello. May 18th, detention center. Visitor's room. Hey there, son. Keen to see your old man again.
Hi, Dhurke. Guess they're done questioning you.
Yeah. You'd think Naruto might have cut his old man a little slack, but no. He really laid into me. Seems they're really keen on recovering the Founder's Orb. When I wouldn't tell them where it was, he confiscated what few possessions I had left.
Wait, Dhurke's not wearing his attorney's badge. He even took that from him? Okay, look at my badge since you don't have yours.
I'm proud of you, son. You've really become a fine lawyer.
Well, at least it means I'm qualified to defend you.
To think the day would come where you'd come to my defense. I'm one lucky man. Now I can die in peace.
Whoa, slow down. I'm going to prove you innocent, so...
Just pulling your leg, son.
Even when he's in the slammer, Dhurke is Dhurke. Oh, I wanted to...
That's the only remaining photo of your father. Take good care of it.
I will. I'm just surprised to see it after all these years.
I had a tough time tracking it down and retrieving it. It was taken by some European tourists. I think I read all this before. Inga Kurkolkurin. He was an entirely insufferable, unlikable fellow, but I never thought he'd wind up dead.
Why didn't you like him?
He was the most hawkish one in the Gurren regime. He established secret police to arrest us, rebels without due process. Those they managed to capture were immediately executed. My compatriots in the Defiant Dragons came to call him the Executioner.
The Executioner. Pretty ironic considering how he ended up.
He's probably in hell now, being tormented by those he wrongfully put to death.
Okay, what about this?
Is that for me, son?
No, I was just wondering if you knew anything about it.
What? You came to visit me and you didn't even bring a present.
What do you want, a cake with a file on it? I'll take that as a no. You recognize this? I found this in the tomb. Look familiar? Seekins and special powers.
That's...
Dhurke?
Where did you find it?
Down between the monk statues in the tomb. Is it yours, Dhurke?
Oh, it's something I bought.
Why is he suddenly acting all awkward?
I wonder when I lost it. Let's have it. It's very important to me.
Of course. I'll just make a note about it for future reference. Which means it belongs to Dhurke. Oh. There's another half to this, isn't there? It's a dragon, isn't it? It's a butterfly and a dragon pendant. Oh. Oh.
I prepared that myself. Use it well.
I'm surprised you were able to gather this much information.
It wasn't easy. After all of the evidence from the assassination was lost in the fire. The newly installed Gurren regime was in full control of the media. Every lead I tried to follow led to a dead end.
So then, how am I supposed to solve this case?
You'll figure something out once tomorrow's trial is underway. After all, no one's looking into this assassination since my last trial.
I hope I can turn things around enough to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat.
Careful with that. Don't go showing it around town. You'll be branded a rebel.
But I'm not a rebel.
Don't be ridiculous. You're a member of the Defiant Dragon simply by being my son. Or did you think the dragon tattoo on your rear end was just for show?
What? You have a tattoo on your butt, Apollo? Let me see. Relax, Athena. She's just jerking our chains again. I don't think I have one. Okay, Nayuta.
You confiscated all of my prized jailbreaking tools.
What did you expect? I mean, no prosecutor in their right mind would let a prisoner keep stuff like that.
Did he take your attorney's badge too?
No. I thought it strange, but just when it looked like he was going to take it from me, he changed his mind.
I wonder why.
Indeed. I find it hard to understand anything he does these days.
Your attorney's badge. Oh, I hit my mic. Your attorney's badge. You've worn it all these years, even though all the lawyers are gone.
Yes, because the dragon's eye is the embodiment of my creed.
To show the world that a dragon never yields, huh? Hey, Dhurke? Why do you still wear your badge? You're not a lawyer anymore, right?
This badge is my heart and soul, son. I'll never stop trying to realize my dream. Not until my very last breath.
Oh, this was a memory. Oh, I read that wrong.
A dragon never yields, right?
Exactly. Nayuta, Apollo, I vow to restore Curin's legal system to its rightful state one day. I want to pass on to you a world where you can live free from the fear of tyranny.
He was always saying stuff like that to the two of us. Nayuta, is the reason why he didn't take Dhurke's badge because he still remembered those talks too? I really hope that's what it is.
Son, would you keep my badge for me?
Are you sure? I can't take something so important to you.
That's exactly why I want you to hold on to it, Apollo. I'm placing my fate in your hands.
Alright. I'll make sure it stays safe. Dhurke's badge added to the court record. Apollo, remember how Inga said he had someone dear to Dhurke? Why don't you ask about that? Oh, right. I'll give it a try.
Ah, my attorney's badge. You don't see those around here anymore.
It's not exactly something you can wear publicly, is it?
Yeah. And if you did, people would cheer and throw things at you. I've had tomatoes, cabbages, even eggs thrown at me.
That sounds awful. At least they didn't throw rocks.
True. Plus, if you were good at catching things, you'd have the start of a good meal.
What?
It's true. An hour's walk can yield all you need for a nice big hot pot.
So the people are just feeding you? Dhurke, I'm sorry I never knew how bad things were when you were raising us. Okay, someone dear to Dhurke. What did the minister mean when he said he had someone dear to you in the palm of his hand? Who was he talking about? Nayuta seemed to know, but he wouldn't tell me anything.
Well, I've no idea, but so...
Well, you obediently followed his every word after he said that. So it seems to me the master was in close proximity to someone who really really care about.
Oh,
someone you really care about that isn't Nayuta? Wait, don't tell me. Is there a new lady in your life, Dhurke?
What? No! Don't be ridiculous, son. The love of my life was Amara, but she's gone now, and there will never be another.
Ah! My bracelet! Wait, does this mean... Dhurke, have you really not met somebody new? What? Oh, what? What was that? I saw that! Wait a second! What's that? What's that? What's going on with your arm there?
Gotcha!
Dhurke, you can't fool me. You tensed up when you said, but she's gone now. And you unconsciously moved your arm, causing something to press up against your jacket. Oh!
How did you do that?
Oh, so that's it. You're hiding a woman's photo up your sleeve. You don't have to keep secrets like that from me, Dhurke. You're an eligible bachelor now, but you'll introduce her to me at some point, right?
I keep telling you, there's no other woman.
Fine, then let's see it. Why are you hiding up your sleeve?
Just this. Satisfied?
Huh? But that's the pendant we found in Amara's tomb.
See? I wasn't trying to hide anything.
Then why did he tense up? Dhurke, let me take a look at that. Hey, what's this button for? Whoa! It's a picture of Dhurke and some lady. And she's really young looking too. Mon Dieu, are you into younger women, Dhurke? Dhurke, you old dog, you got yourself a younger lover.
Will you stop with that nonsense? This is Amara before she died. If you look closer, you will see that I was younger too.
Hey, you're right.
Aw, that's so fun.
Wait a second. Haven't we seen this woman somewhere? Woman before?
Now that you mention it.
Isn't this the woman, the same one as in the pendant's photo?
Take that!
Oh, wait.
Apollo, I don't see how that has anything to do with the woman pendant's photo.
Have you had your eyes tricked lately, son?
I pressed the pendant! I know what I was supposed to press! I'm wrong, not blind! Maybe I should compare the pendant's photo against the evidence again. Dhurke, I know I've seen this woman's pendant photo somewhere. Yeah, blah blah. That was my bad. I'm dumb. There we go. The woman in the pendant is also the one in this photo.
Apollo, where did you get this?
From the safe in Inga's room. Apollo, this is Queen Amara. It had to have been taken at least 23 years ago. But that's just not possible. Yeah, I just noticed the same thing. Here's why the photo can be 20 years old.
Take that!
Freaking take a look at the law book. It has the mark of the Defiant Dragons branded on it. But that mark didn't exist until after you started your revolutionary activities, Dhurke. So this photo must have been taken after Garan came into power. And that didn't happen until after Amara was assassinated. Grr. So then, how can Amara even be in this photo? Wait a second. That would mean that Amara is still alive. Ah!
Looks like you found me out, son.
Wait, so it's actually true? She's alive?
Someone dear to Dhurke.
How is she alive?
Dhurke,
What do you mean Amara's still alive? I thought she'd been assassinated.
so did I. But it seems she made it out alive, only to be held captive by the Gawron regime.
Why would they do that?
When I fled from the law and went underground 23 years ago, I heard some shocking news from the Defiant Dragon spy. There were rumors of Queen Amara being sighted in the palace.
And those rumors turned out to be true?
Yes, I snuck into the palace to see for myself. She was confined within the grounds, but otherwise, she was fit as a fiddle.
So then, the sarcophagus in the tomb, it's empty.
Yes, the entire tomb is one big charade. Gawron had it built to stage Amara's death.
So, we're not going to be cursed by her vengeful spirit? That's a relief.
She was being held under virtual house arrest, so I freed her. We made a run for it. This photo was taken back then.
I get how they're both grinning from ear to ear. There's a fingerprint on the metal parts. I guess Dhurke must have left it by accident. Oh, Mr. Samadhi, I want to hear all about how you ran away with Queen Amara. Pink butterfly pendant updating the court's record. On the run with Amara. I'm surprised Amara agreed to run away with you. I mean, Gawron must have told her that you tried to kill her.
I tried to convince her that I wasn't the one who set the blaze.
And she believed you?
She said, and I quote, "I shall accompany you so I may ascertain the truth myself." She always was a tough one to read.
I bet she was thrilled you came to her rescue, Mr. Samadhi. To be set free by your beloved, it's like something out of a fairy tale.
Yeah, well, there was no happily ever after once Gawron's people caught up with us. They took Amara away to who knows where. I snuck back into the palace and searched high and low for her, but to no avail. They probably moved her to some remote mountain prison or like.
Dhurke, does Naita know about this?
He knows she is his true mother. I told him as much.
Wait, is that why Nayuta is following Gawron's orders?
Most likely.
So then, do you think that deep down he doesn't really want to prosecute you?
Well, he's not one to show his feelings. And lately, I've had no idea what he's thinking.
Apollo, we need to grill the Queen about Amara when we have the chance. I was wondering about something. The little baby the lady's holding. Is that Prosecutor Samadhi? Not necessarily. It could just as well be me. After all, we're only 1 year apart. I don't know. I mean, the kid in the picture is too cute to be you. Let's solve this by asking Dhurke himself. Who's the Is it Rafa? Is Rafa the baby? Is Rafa my adopted sister? Dhurke, about the cute little kid in this photo. Is that me?
Huh? What are you talking about?
See? I told you it was Prosecutor Samadhi.
Oh, I see. Well, either way, it's not you, son.
So then, if it's Nayuta, it was taken when he was about a year old, right? And that would mean he ran away with Mara around 22 or 23 years ago?
You're pretty good number, son.
Huh? What kind of answer is that? One's photo update in the court record.
Before you go, son, there is something else I need to tell you. Something important.
What is it, Dhurke? I've never seen you act so serious before. Was this something important? So, what's this something important you have to tell me?
Listen, son. Even if you manage to prove me innocent tomorrow, I don't have long to live.
Huh? What? 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 What are you talking about?
What I mean is, I can already hear the Twilight Realm calling my name. There is no escaping death now that it has its sights set on me.
What? Is this another one of your jokes?
I wish it was.
You can't fool me, Dhurke. That's strange. Why isn't my bracelet reacting?
Are you sick? It's something like that.
So, you're not joking?
I'm afraid not, son. Sorry.
Isn't there a cure? Or at least some sort of treatment?
Unfortunately not. Not for what I've got.
If you need some kind of surgery, I'll work hard until I can pay for it. So, please.
It's too late. There's nothing more to be done now.
But you always say, a dragon never yields. So why are you giving up now?
Apollo, I'm sorry. I really am.
I don't understand. Why is this happening, Dhurke? Why?
Listen, Apollo. I've got a favor to ask of you. Would you keep quiet about this? I don't want my fellow dragons to find out. They'd lose all the hope if they knew I was dying. Would you do that for me?
Of course. Why is this happening now? Just when I was finally starting to feel like you really are my... I thought that this time we'd finally... But now... Damn it! Why? Apollo?
Listen, son. I don't have much longer to live. I'll never let them execute me. Not before I finish what I need to do.
I know, Dhurke. There's no way I'm going to let them prove you guilty. Before he goes, I'm going to turn back time by righting the wrongs that have been done. I'm going to restore Dhurke's freedom. And return a real smile to Nayuta's face. I'm going to win this case. I just have to.
Son, I have one more big secret.
What? There's something else you've been hiding from me?
I'm afraid I can't tell you what it is. I'd be betraying a certain someone if I did.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Forgive me. You just have to figure out for yourself. That's the only way.
I don't understand, Dhurke.
Apollo, in court tomorrow, you may find yourself faced with a truth that is difficult to accept. But I know you, And I know you can handle the truth, no matter what it turns out to be. I know that because I believe in you. You're my son after all.
Dhurke. What is he talking about? Wait, he's not going to reveal that he actually is the killer, is he? Looks like we've run out of things to discuss. Apollo, are you okay? I'm fine. Okay? Dynasty Warriors war cry! Alright! Free him now! Release Dhurke! I hit my mic! What's going on out there?
Sounds like the party's getting started without me.
Huh? It's coming from the temple. Let's go, Apollo. And take a look. Okay. Hey, you've been listening to us this entire time. What do you guys say? The guard's standing so still and with such great posture. Whatever he spends his day just watching the dust dance in the sunlight. Wait a second. Don't you do that in court sometimes, Athena? You mean you noticed? Don't think you can take it easy just because I'm the lead lawyer on this one. That was interesting. Okay, temple. What's going on? May 18th. Temple. Whoa! What is all this? Huh?
Ow! Let go, will ya?
Naita!
What are they? Huh? Well, look at that. The people are coming to take their courts back.
Don't hold back, men! Arrest them all!
What's happening? The revolution has officially begun! Dhurke belongs to the people! Give him back! Yeah! Where are you holding him? Quiet down, you! They have my big sister too! But she didn't do anything wrong! Ouch! Ouch! Stop pulling my hair! Release my son! Release him now! Ah, stop that! No biting! This is really something. Sally just said this. And it looks like Dad's and Miss Immi are leading the charge.
You unenlightened fools. Do you honestly think this will change anything?
Yudi! What do you keep serving that witch Garon? It's... Hey, Naita!
You again.
What's going on here?
It would appear that the insurgents are fanning the flames of rebellion. But I never thought it would grow so large. However, they will be under arrest shortly. Reinforcements are almost here.
They'll be arrested? Just for protesting?
They are aiding and abetting a criminal by seeking his release. Her Eminence, Queen Garon, has ordered that they be arrested and judged en masse.
But weren't you once a member of the Defiant Dragons too? How can you go along with this?
I am simply following the orders that Her Eminence has handed down.
No, it can't be as simple as that. Listen, Naita, there's something I want to talk to you about. Where'd he go? Hey! You're not getting away this time! We need to talk!
I see there was no reasoning with you. Very well then, speak.
Okay, we're gonna present.
Why is that badge before me?
Remember how we used to talk about what we wanted to be back when we were kids? I wanted to be a lawyer, and you, a prosecutor. You said you wanted to prosecute bad guys, to make sure they got punished.
Yes, passing judgment upon evil. That is my calling. It is why I have taken this case.
Are you saying Dhurke is evil?
He who goes against what is righteous and holy, I shall reap his soul with all my power, whoever he may be, for that is my role.
Then I'll just have to defend his soul with all my power, Nayuta.
The putrid-minded lawyer seeks information from me.
Come on, throw me a bone here.
I think not.
Well, aren't you stingy?
Alas, another soul must depart this world and must now be guided to the Twilight Realm.
You would even hold less rights for a kidnapper like Mr. Inga.
Criminals, too, must be given funerary rites. Denying that, and their soul will turn malevolent, bringing woe upon the living. That is why all who pass on must receive a proper requiem.
Makes sense. I mean, if I were murdered, I'd probably be pretty keen on revenge too. Sorry, something's just clicking in my head. Give me a sec. I'm just thinking, maybe Rifa is the daughter of... Maybe Rifa isn't her daughter. So it's very possible that she is the daughter of Dhurke too. Makes sense. I mean, if I were murdered, I'd probably be pretty keen on revenge too. Okay, what about this? Oh,
That's
the Rebel's Mark of the Dragon. It symbolizes a person's opposition to the Defense Culpability Act.
you seek to argue with me about the legal system. If so, you're wasting your breath. Lawyers and prosecutors do not lay down the law. They merely follow it. The law decreed by our sovereign are absolute. There is no room for debate.
So let it go and move on, right? Why is it that you only answer to... Why is that your only answer to everything? Really, you had nothing to say about your dad's badge or question me at all why I even have it? Okay. Dhurke. Nayuta, do you really have to serve as prosecutor in Dhurke's case? I mean, prosecuting your own flesh and blood. It's just not right.
Again with this drivel. Your ethical standards are not the be-all, end-all of the world around you.
I'm not getting into another debate with him. Nayuta, did you know that Dhurke is sick?
What?
He apparently doesn't have that much longer to live. If found guilty, he probably wouldn't even make it until his execution day.
What are you talking about?
Knowing this, are you still prepared to send an already dying man to his grave? Well? Enough with the Zen monk act, Nayuta. Tell me how you really feel.
Mr. Justice, each person is born with a role to fulfill, and I must fulfill mine.
Well, I'm not convinced that taking Dhurke to trial is a part of your lot in life. As for why you've been at Garen's every beck and call, I think I might have the answer. Amara. Nayuta, you know the truth about your mother, don't you? About how the former queen is still alive and being held somewhere.
So Dhurke told you, did he? Yes, it's true. My mother was spirited away to some remote corner of this kingdom to keep her safe from harm.
Safe from harm? But Dhurke said that Garan regime is holding her captive.
No, they are keeping her safe.
So you don't know where Amara is being held?
I only know that it's some secluded hideaway where visitors are not allowed. I have heard she leads a simple life, akin that of a monastic disciples.
Sure sounds like she's being held captive to me. Listen, Naita. Aren't you really doing the queen's bidding? Because she's holding Amara captive? And this whole thing with Dhurke. You know he didn't really kill Inga, don't you? Dhurke doesn't have much longer to live, so I want to help him however I can. This time, it's our turn.
You could have been killed, but you risked your life to save us. Why?
What a silly question. What father wouldn't risk his life to save his own children? Naita, Apollo, don't you ever hesitate to call when you need me. Understand?
It's our turn to help Dhurke however we can. Where could they be hiding her?
What you speak of is futile. Let it go and move on. The guilty verdict, the hopelessness. You must resign yourself to it all. Clinging to false hope now will only serve to magnify your future despair.
You realize if you convict our dad, you convict me, and I'm gonna be killed, and you lose not only your father, but your brother. You realize that, right?
So let it go and move on.
Naita, are you really going to just roll over on this?
I have no more time for idle chatter. I must prepare for tomorrow's trial. Now, if you'll excuse me.
No. Naita.
Apollo, I sense a whirlpool of emotions coming from within Prosecutor Samadhi just now. Anger, shock, bewilderment, and an icy sorrow, as deep and dark as an abyss.
Yeah, I picked up on that too. Looks like Dhurke really won't be the only one who will need my help tomorrow. I think it's about time to pay Queen Garan another visit and ask her about her sister Amara. Okay, we're going to the Queen. This is a bad move. This is a terrible move. Audience chamber. Let's go. I don't want to go. Why are we going? May 18th, Garan Palace, audience chamber. Royal Guard isn't around.
That is utter Huey! You can't continue to deceive people like that!
Reva, justice is much more than simply speaking the truth.
Is that Princess Rafa and Queen Garan over there?
You deceived me too, Mother! How can I ever believe a word you say again? You nincompoop!
Your benevolence. I couldn't help overhear.
You impudent!
Ow! You keep hitting him on the head! Are you okay, Mr. Wright? I can't believe she actually punched you. Yeah, I'm used to it by now.
What's the matter with the princess?
It sounded like she was arguing with her mother. Maybe it has something to do with this picture. Rafa said he had to ask her mother about some secret or another as soon as she saw it. Because I think that's Rafa. So then, does that mean the Princess Rafa knows what really happened? That Amara wasn't assassinated and is still very much alive? It would seem so. And she doesn't seem to be taking Garen's lies very well. She's been lying to her entire life. I don't think she would. But that's no surprise, considering how much Rafa reveres her mother.
That would definitely cause her a great deal of anguish and sadness.
Eavesdropping army. How very rude.
Hello.
You there. Are you not Dhurke's son?
Oh, nice to meet you, Your Eminence. We're actually here to speak with you, if you could spare a moment. I don't have the orb, so don't go, trying to take it off me.
What have we here?
It's the attorney's badge used by lawyers like me back home.
Well, in this country, lawyers are a loathsome breed. And we would advise you not to needlessly advertise your place among their ranks. For even now, the bad karma Dhurke has engendered brings woe to your kind. It is a simple matter of cause and effect.
Yeah, and an effect you caused by enacting the Defense Culpability Act. Do you know about my dad? So, I was wondering if...
We have no intention of bestowing any information upon you, or any other lawyer.
Guess someone doesn't like to play nice with others.
His own ill will has visited upon him, so it is within the cycle of karma. Others may call it divine retribution, the punishment of the gods.
You don't seem particularly sad, even though it was your own husband.
We were betrayed by the man we had called husband. Moreover, we are the Grand Priestess, summoner of spirits from the Twilight Realm. For us, death is not the end, for we can still speak with those who have passed.
I guess being a spirit channeling queen gives you a different take on life and death. Is it? Yeah, it does look heavy. But is it possible that she died? That she's the one that's really dead, and her sister channeled her? I doubt it, though. Because, this is during a seance, right? She doesn't look any different at all. She's wearing different clothes, but that's it.
To burn such a mark upon a sacred text of the law, he will surely be visited by what he has wrought. And to think he once called himself a man of the law.
I think it's just his way of objecting to the DC Act.
Yet that act is but an objection to his falsified evidence. How appalling that even now, he recognizes no responsibility and knows no shame.
Amara's alive? Your Eminence, Dhurke told me about Mara. About how she's still alive, that is.
We know not of what you speak.
After Dhurke learned Amara was still alive, he rescued her, and they ran off together. She was captured and remains captive in a secret location to this day. As for Nagita doing your bidding, it's only because Amara's life is in your hands.
What an active imagination you have.
A lawyer and a comedian. How droll.
Whoa, where'd they come from? I think their job is to laugh with the queen. Anyway, if she's going to play dumb, we'll just have to jog her memory with some evidence. Okay, now I show you the picture. Your Eminence, I ask that you take a look at this photo.
Why, that's...
Can we please stop showing evidence to the people that we believe are behind things? Because all they do is destroy it. Or try to kill you. It's a photo of Amara. And here you can see a law book bearing the mark of the Defiant Dragons. I believe you know what that means.
Very well. Royal Guard, stand down.
Yes, Your Eminence. Your wish is our command.
Okay, bye. Back to the pillars where you came from.
It seems there is no need to perpetuate this charade any longer. We shall speak of all we know.
Amara's alive. So then you admit that Amara's still alive?
Yes. She is under our protection in a safe location.
I think you mean being held prisoner. Where's she being kept?
Now why would we tell the son of a traitor that?
Guess she had a point there.
Now heed our warning, horned devil. It would not be wise to inform the people that Amara yet lives. It would only serve to plunge public order into chaos.
I have no intention of doing that. Besides, there are real terrorists out there who might try to kill her.
Good. Now, there is something we have been meaning to ask you. Do you know what has become of the Founder's Orb?
No. No clue. Don't tell her.
The Founder's Orb went missing after Dhurke took it into the tomb. As his son, we thought he might know something of its current whereabouts.
I knew it. I suppose I should thank you for that free running tour of Kirain.
That was the Royal Guard's own doing.
Nice try, lady. But how... Now you're definitely not getting the orb ever. Why do you want the orb so badly anyway?
Because it would be most dangerous in the wrong hands. It must be recovered.
Is the legend true? Could the orb really impart spiritual power? Are you worried that someone could overthrow you with it?
The Holy Mother's power is without equal. Should Her Holiness once again return to our world, she would conceivably bestow great power upon the one who has unlocked the orb's secret.
I guess it makes sense, considering his spirit channeling is a fact of life here.
So, we ask you, Horned Devil, did you receive the Founder's Orb from Dhurke?
Does it look like I did?
So you like to play games, do you?
Royal Guard. Great. Yep, they came out of the shadows!
Yes, Your Eminence.
Search this devil and his belongings.
What?
At once, Your Eminence. Don't move! You're only gonna make this harder on yourself!
Yikes! Hey, cut it out! What the?
Does it look like I have an orb on me?
Eek! Apollo! Don't strip here!
Stop resisting. Just submit to our strip search already! Why are you stripping me in front of the queen? Doing this in front of the queen! No, wait!
Hey, cut it out!
Why? Rest in pieces, my poor, tattered dignity. There's no sign of the Founder's Orb, Your Eminence.
So, you have hidden it somewhere. No matter. We shall recover it one way or another, once you are found guilty of abetting the accused.
Dhurke was right. She really is bent on getting the orb.
Mother!
Looks like the princess is back.
I took a stroll to try and calm myself, but I still find this situation unacceptable. The people must be informed about Queen Mara.
So she does know about that.
Rafa, you do not yet possess a clear grasp of how a government and its people interact. There will always be secrets that must be kept from the ignorant masses.
Why about a queen?
You have little faith in our people, Mother. But it is the royal princess's duty to always speak the truth. And as such, I cannot remain silent. I will not. The truth, you say. Your mind has been poisoned by the barbed one.
It was an honor and a pleasure, Your Eminence.
We must speak with our child. It is a mother's duty to discipline her child after all. Now, if you would excuse us.
Discipline? Coming from her, I don't like the sound of that at all. Are you gonna strip search her now? Okay. Bye! with your army! Well, Apollo, let's head back to the safe house for now. Good idea. We need to go over what we found and collect our thoughts. Hey! How's it going? Did they put a tracker on me? Is it really a good idea to go to the hideout? May 18th, for Samadhi Law Offices. No! I would much rather turn her into food than to treat her. Ah, you're back.
Thank you for holding down the fort, Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. Sorry it took so long. Hope you weren't too bored.
I watched the Plund Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm, while you were gone. So you did turn into a man! And my verdict is, it's an outrage, especially its theme song. Even worse, the people here believe it's an original Q&A show. I've already spoken. Even worse, the people here believe it's an original Q&A show. Can you believe it? I've already spoken about it with Link with Mr. Arbol, and I'm not sure what he's babbling about, but at least it seems he wasn't bored. He's a complete fan of Steel Samurai after that case, huh? Moving along to what actually matters. We gathered about all the information and evidence we can concerning this case. I think it's time we go over everything we've learned so far.
You flash that badge like a pro now. And with such confidence, too. I can really feel it. Really? Sure. Take Trucy's case or that civil trial yesterday. You really came into your own during both of them. I can feel my cheeks betraying me.
You'd better not be thinking of starting your own firm, Apollo.
What? No! Of course not! I'm probably not ready for that anyway. Oops. Look at my dad! Just because you don't know something doesn't mean that I do, Apollo. That's an important lesson for you to learn. In other words, this didn't ring any bells. Amara. She's still alive. There, you happy? I extra hydrated for you. But she's basically being held prisoner somewhere. That puts Dhurke at a distinct disadvantage. Not to mention us too. Nagita is under Garen's thumb because of all of this as well. Yep, it's a problem alright. It's not like we can just go and rescue Amara. Must be something we can do.
We'll just have to pin our hopes on Dhurke's revolution.
So basically, the fates of Amara and Nagita depend entirely on our ability to beat the charges against Dhurke tomorrow. Great. What would you do if the Defense Culpability Act was established back home? What would I do? That's a good question.
What are you worried about, Apollo? You'd always have a job at Trucy's assistant.
Unwilling assistant, thank you very much, and probably considered an intern, so I don't get paid. Uh-huh. What about you, Athena? Could you become a therapist?
I don't know if I could do it for a living.
I'd probably go back to playing piano. You didn't really play piano though, you more played underground poker games. Hey, what are those looks for? Okay. About Inga's murder. The Orb trial. Mira's abduction. The murder of the mastermind behind it all. Justice Master Inga. It's a lot to consider. Think you have all the facts straight in your head? Yep. I've got it covered, Mr. Wright. It's the truth about what really went down that's going to be the problem. Greg got hiccups.
Yeah, it's like the more we learn about this case, the less we understand.
I agree. There's a deep darkness enveloping this case. I'm almost afraid of what we'll find once we lift the black veil. Suffice to say, the real killer is certainly waiting underneath. The real killer, huh? Now that's the million-dollar question. Who killed Inga, and why? Think, Apollo. Who would you say had a motive to commit this crime? The Queen?
I, for one, am drawing a complete blank.
I want to know how the killer slipped into the tomb, killed Inga, and slipped back out. Without ever being seen. That's a bona fide locked room mystery right there. Well, we've collected plenty of evidence and statements. I just hope the rest comes out in court. It'll be a thinner tightrope than usual, that's for sure. Amara's assassination. This case has one big fly in the ointment. In order to prove Dhurke completely innocent, we'll also have to exonerate him of the crime committed 23 years ago. Amara's supposed assassination.
Right. We know Amara's still alive, but Dhurke could still be charged with planning to kill her.
He couldn't discover the truth, even after over 2 decades of investigating. So our biggest hurdle is going to be the complete lack of evidence. A fire made sure of that.
Mr. Wright, have you ever won a case without any evidence?
No, that's one thing I've never done before. A trial unprecedented even in the decorated annals of the Right Anything Agency. Still, I can't help but wonder, was there really no evidence left behind? I mean, there was Amara herself. Oh, and we can't forget about the Defense Culpability Act. Those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. And in short, Dhurke is found guilty and is sentenced to death. Will likely join him in a very public execution. Yeah.
Pete, the charges are dying. What kind of crazy upside-down legal system is this anyway?
A corrupt one. Don't worry. I can't ask someone as young as you to risk your life, Athena. So tomorrow, it'll just be me and Apollo on the courtroom floor. But you can support us by watching from the gallery.
What? No! I want to help! I'm part of the agency too, after all. After all?
Sorry, but this is a direct order from your boss. Plus, there's Prosecutor Blackwell to think of. He said he'd use me for sword practice so I'd put you in harm's way.
Simon. Well, at least promise me this, you two. Promise me you'll make it back alive.
Make it back alive. Huh. What's with that face, Apollo? You'll never inspire confidence in your client like that. And it'll play right in the prosecution's hands. Remember, the worst of times are when lawyers had to force their biggest smiles. You're right. Even when it seems hopeless, or when there's not a shred of evidence to be found, we can never let it show on our faces. Right? But will I actually be able to do that tomorrow? When push comes to shove, will I be able to force my biggest smile? To be continued. Alright. We're already 3 hours in, and normal trials take at least about 2 to 3 hours on their own. But this is the end-all trial. It's going to take longer than 3 hours. So I kind of need to call it a day. Because it's gonna go on for too long if I try to continue now. But there's so much going on right now. Huh. I think it's Garan. I think Garan was the one who killed. I know that might sound like, what am I talking about sound like? It's exactly what it is. I mean, it's obvious it's Garan, right? She has motive to pretend that her sister's dead, or to kill her, herself. Because her sister is queen, and with her sister gone, she became queen. And she's the one who started the Defensible Ability Act. She's the one holding her sister prisoner for no reason. I also think Rafa is the daughter of Amara and not Garon. I don't think Garon can have children. And that would mean that her father is actually Dhurke and not... And it would make sense it was Garon. She was trying to hide something. Or she was trying to get the Founder's Orb and still frame Dhurke.